Hello, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching us here, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the exciting AMA session, Ask Me Anything session with Accenture. We are thrilled to have such a diverse and talented group of participants joining us today. This discussion is set to help you as you work on your innovation ideas for our Digital Engineering and Manufacture Hackathon, which is Accenture Industry X. We have received several questions from participants who are, registered for it and, having built their ideas. And we thought of this session would be a great help to us address those queries. Today we'll be, answering your questions about the problem statement, the contest mechanism, and anything at all related to this hackathon. So today we have with us Mr. Niteenkumar Kolli, Engineering Services Senior Manager at Accenture. Hi Nitin, thanks for joining
Hi,
us.
hi everyone. Hi, Shakti.
We'll be also joined by Ashish Kumar, Technical Publication Services Manager at Accenture, as our speakers for the day. Hi Ashish, thank you for joining us today.
Sorry, I was on mute. Hi, Shakti. Hi, everyone. Nice to be here. Very thrilled to be part of this discussion on Ask Me Anything session. Thanks.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. So both of the speakers are here with us. Both of them are part of the Accenture's Industry X business. They are here with us today to provide insights and answer any questions you might have, ensuring you're fully equipped to innovate and come up with innovative solutions. So let's get started and kick off an engaging and enlightening evening day itself. So we have a set of questions already with us that has come from the participants who are, participating in this hackathon itself. So just to set up the context, before we get started with the questions, Nitin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Shakti. Yes, my name is Niteenkumar Kolli. So I'm a senior manager here in Accenture for core engineering. So I bring nearly 19 years of experience in the aerospace and defense sectors. So a short background of me. So I'm in Accenture umlaut since 2012, focusing primarily on the engineering design and development and engineering operations, taking care of core engineering objectives. Yeah. Before joining Accenture, I still have 6 years of experience from different aerospace services companies. Yeah. Current contributions from my side is right now I'm leading the core engineering business operations, core engineering software delivery unit, and also I'm working in such innovative initiatives in the core engineering area. Yeah, that's what it is, Shakti.
Great. Thank you so much, Nitin. Ashish, would you like to say hello to our participants with your
Yeah,
introduction?
Thanks, Shakti. Hello, everyone. My name is Ashish. I come with 16 plus years of professional experience working with different maintenance groups, manufacturers, as well as now, let's say, into the after sales and technical publication. Today, I lead the after sales and technical publication business for Accenture for India delivery centers. And definitely, I'm working with end to end deliveries. I'm also working along with my other colleagues in terms of technology enablement, technology enhancements. So that's a brief about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashish, for that quick introduction of yours. Now that we know both of you in details and participants who are watching us know a bit about you, both of our speakers. So let's just quickly begin with the questions. So my first question for today's Ask Me Anything session is maybe Nitin, if you can answer this. What are the most pressing engineering challenges facing the aerospace industry today, and how can these challenges be addressed through innovative solutions?
Yeah, in general, okay, so we have in aerospace industry especially, so the one and first and foremost is a sustainability and reducing environmental impact. This is the one of the challenge, and the next are safety and reliability. The third one is cost reduction due to the huge cost in the engineering, and the fourth one is the current one is the data security issues. So if I come to the solution, so okay, so what I can say, like, okay, for the sustainability, so nowadays it's a kind of to reduce the carbon footprint due to this aircrafts. There are huge R&D going on the fuel, sustainable fuel, even the zero emission aircrafts, and the noise pollution reduction. These kind of solutions are ongoing at the moment. Okay, in terms of sustainability and to reduce the environmental impact. The safety and reliability. Yes, this is the most important thing for an aircraft. So here the solution, innovative solutions can be a kind of use of technology to analyze the safety issues in advance with the technology, with the simulations, and also use of the latest technologies, to increase the documentation where these use cases are really important to be recorded and used with the new technologies wherever it's needed, as and when needed. Yeah. So the third one is cost. So the aerospace comes with a huge cost due to the very much intense requirement of the procedures, yeah, and also the maintenance and operations, yeah. And solution can be here also. It's in terms of long-term solution. If I speak, like with the usage of technology, which links the systems together. Yeah, that's the one. And also reduce the quality issues by using these technologies. And also it's mostly now the data accumulation of all the solutions where these use cases can be interpreted for the specific solution. Means using the use of new technology. Yeah, these are the main challenges and a kind of solutions what it can be. Over to
Yeah,
Shakti.
thank you so much, Nitin, for addressing that question and enlightening us with all the details that you've shared. My other question would be, what are the key trends and technologies that are shaping the future of aerospace engineering? Ashish, if you can take that up.
Thanks, Shakti. And to be very honest, it is one of the interesting topic for the discussion and to for this for the let's say current need of the business. That what are the trends? So let's see what is coming on top of my mind. Is one thing is sustainability. So just now, Nitin was let's say talking about this less carbon emission. Now, today we talk about aerospace industry. It is one of the safest and one of the preferred way of commute, and definitely it saves time. But if we see the trend today and we see the data today, up to 3% of carbon emission happens due to the let's say the air transportation. Now, it is as a part of human being of this earth, definitely it becomes our job to reduce it. So when we talk about aviation industry, Aviation industry is planning to reduce this carbon emission by zero by 2050. Now, what are the ways? What are we doing to achieve that? Today, all of you might have heard about sustainable aviation fuel, which is SAF. Now, it is one of the most important fuel which has been developed from, let's say, oil waste and other stuff. Today, it is able to reduce 80% of the carbon emission. And if we talk about the major airlines in the world, for example, Delta, we have Emirates, all of them are opting it out. We talk about our major manufacturer, Airbus. Airbus is promoting it. Now, if we see in the new upcoming aircrafts, this will be the fuel which will be used. So this is one of the, let's say, positive trend, which is we have in aerospace industry. Now, let's talk about next thing, time saving. Definitely, time is money. Time is very, very high value. So the way of transportation, while we are looking from an aircraft from a long distance, definitely the future is going for air taxi. Meaning to say, while you are let's say traveling for 12 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and you're using your car or public transport or other way of transport, the future is air taxi, which will, let's say, which will reduce the time by 80%, by 90%. So this is definitely another trend which is booming right now today in the aerospace engineering. Third thing, in terms of trend, I will again continue with Nitin's point that aviation industry is very costly. Why? Because it is reliable, it is because of safety, it is very costly. Now, when there is a cost to a manufacturer, there is a cost to the airlines. Definitely, that the cost to the tickets, the cost of the travel will be increased. Then the goal is how to make it economical. So some things which come on top of my mind is reusability. So as a manufacturer, as a maintenance organization, I can reuse maximum of components. As a after sales, I can reuse maximum of the data. How do I do that? How do I bring reusability into the system? And that's where the next, let's say, answer comes, is the technology. Because technology becomes a most interesting piece in all operations, in all way of, let's say, working. Why? Because if let's say in the past we were doing traditional way of working, so we have, let's say, a term called shelf life for a part. So we know, okay, at what time this part will be scrapped, or at what time this part will be reused. But it is a machine, it is, let's say, a component of a machine. It can have breakage that we cannot assume as a human being. Now comes the technology part. With the help of technology, what we can definitely do the data analysis of, if a part is to be expired, let's say after 2 days, I have a data by which, if I have a time, if my schedule agrees, if my aircraft schedule agrees, I can do it bit early. That is something, that is a power of a data. Now, reusability. We create a lot of content. Let's say everything is digitalized now, from newspaper to everything. Whenever you buy a car, you buy an aircraft, you go anywhere, you get everything digitalized. In the traditional way of working, the data was not being reused. So that means we were creating the data again and again and again. Today, thanks to Mr. Sam Altman, we have AI. We have different AIs. We have semantic, we have generative, we have predictive. Okay, with the help of that, we are able to generate, we are able to analyze, we are able to work with the legacy data, and we are able to predict what can be there in the future. And definitely it is saving lot of money to the clients, it is saving lot of time for the end user, and definitely it is bringing lot of accuracy in terms of operation. So I hope that covers both of the things, Shakti. Thanks.
Thanks for addressing that, Ashish. And it was really it'll be really helpful for the participants who are viewing us to get a better insight on the problem statements and the vision behind it. Uh, so the other question of mine would be, what are the primary goals of this hackathon, especially in the context of core engineering? Maybe Nathan, if you can pick that up.
Okay. By focusing these requirements and all this no discussions, the primary goals would be like fostering the innovation. Okay, that is one of the main goal. So as aerospace industry is a deserving engineering area where the innovation is mandatory, and every day the new innovations are mandatory to be in the business. Yeah. So that is the first thing. So fostering the innovation, and the next thing is promoting the collaboration. Yeah. And the third is like enhancing the technical skills. Yeah. And the fourth one is encouraging practical problem solving. Yeah, that is the one of the purpose of the main purpose of the hackathon. And the last one would be like encouraging the continuous learning. So as I said, like the core engineering is the vast area where these technologies and learnings are extendable for the different industries as well. Yeah? So the engineering industry is really, really vast, and this hackathon goals will definitely help the core engineering. Yeah. So that's what it is. Back to you, Shakti. Shakti, you are on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, I was just saying thank you for quickly addressing that. And I have a follow-up question on this, which both of you can pick up and add to each other's point. Which technologies are you emphasizing during this hackathon altogether? Maybe Ashish, you can begin, and maybe Nitin can add up to it.
All right. So from my point, let's say if I look at the technology piece in the whole business as well as in the whole operation, my focus would be, uh, let's say, exploring artificial intelligence, AI, as well as the machine learning, because that is something I personally am very much interested, and definitely I see it as a future of the industry. So this would be one. A second thing would be, again, an interesting technology piece would be AR and VR. So augmented reality and virtual reality, because this is, let's say, this is one of the key industrialization solution for maintenance, for assisting in manufacturing, for design validation, and all these things. So for me, these 2 points will be. Nitin, over to you. You're on mute. Now you are on mute.
So adding to the two technologies, what Ashish explained. So there are a few well-known technologies in aerospace, especially. So they are digital twin and simulation advances. Yeah, where we refer the digital twins as an advanced simulation technologies to improve the design, operation, and maintenance of the systems and products. And these technologies are particularly valuable in a complex fields. As aerospace itself is one, yeah, and where the accuracy and the efficiency and reliability is really crucial. Yeah, and the second one, which I can say like, okay, the blockchain and traceability. So here the blockchain is an decentralized distributed ledger that records the transactions in a series of blocks. Yeah, and each block is linked to the previous one, and creating a chain of records, and that is secure and tamper proof. And here the traceability is also really high. So that's where this technology also is efficient in current engineering business. Yeah, that's all. Over to you, Shakti.
Thank you. Thanks to both of you for adding up insights to that question of mine. I hope people watching us are getting detailed information on, and these are the questions of the masses that we have picked up, right? And these are the most frequently asked questions that we have seen, and that's why we have picked this up. And I hope this is going to help you frame your ideas during the idea submission phase. Uh, so I just want to understand, based on the challenges of this hackathon, what future trends do you foresee in core engineering and manufacture? If both of you can add your insights on that. Why don't Nitin, you start this time?
Yes. So here these challenges will whatever have been put in the hackathon. So where these are helping us really to extend our engineering knowledge applicable for the different industries. Here I can say we have the future industries which are like space industry, the shipping industry, Wherever the engineering industries, wherever these core engineering knowledges are really helpful. Ashish, if you have any additional thing you can add up. Yeah.
Actually, I will repeat what you have just said. So basically, the trend would be to first of all explore new industries, as Nitin has said, that into shipping, into oil and gas, into space. But definitely, the plan would be to stabilize where we are already, let's say, proficient in terms of automotive and aerospace, and the goal is always bringing a new innovative solution into the business, into the day-to-day operation, and that's what we are looking at, Shakti.
Great. Thank you so much for adding that up to both of you. And so like we discussed about the different criteria, the technologies, and everything. Would love to understand as a participant perspective, like what are the criterias will the judges use to evaluate the submissions? Now that the submissions are very close, so would you like to throw some light on that? Nitin, can you help us with this?
Yes, I just repeat, even explained this in the last session. Like, so the first and foremost, criteria will be like the solution which sorry, which fits to the problem. Yeah, so the problem and the solution fit is really, really important. Yeah. The second one is the technical feasibility. The solution should be feasible in its nature. So this technical feasibility is really important. And the third one is functionality and the performance. Yeah. So here the performance should be measurable. Yeah. And also the functionality is really, what I said, scalable. Yeah. That's what we need to take care. And the fourth thing is usability and user experience. So here the user experience with respect to our clients. Okay. So here also it is very important to respect that. So this is also very important here. And the fifth one is impact and the value. So what is the impact the solution would give? Yeah. And the value it is generating, and this is important. And the sixth one is innovative and creativity, most important. So this is how the aerospace industry is booming. So innovative solutions are really, really needed. Yeah. So this creativity and innovation is really important. And the last one is future potential. So we are in the aerospace industry, we don't speak about next 1 or 2 years, something like that. No, because the investment itself lasts for years together. So, and the solution starts late, and the outcome start later. Yeah. So here the important thing is the last one is sustainability. Yeah. And the future potential. These are the main criteria that the judges will evaluate in each submission. Shakti.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for adding that up. That's a lot of information that we are floating across to the participants. This is your chance to grab that opportunity, make a right submission. You already know the submission criteria. You know how to frame the, ideas accordingly. I had a question about the price and the incentives. So I'll not bother you both, but I'll take that up on your behalf. So we have a huge prize pool. So if you want to know particularly in details, you can go to the website and you can have a look at those. We have got prizes for winners, first runner up, second runner up. We are also looking at fast track recruitment processes. We're also looking at profiling your submissions and everything, your ideas based on different stages. Like Nitin mentioned, there are different evaluation criteria based on which the winners will be decided and will be awarded accordingly. But to be very precisely, you want to know more about the details of prizes, you can always go to the website. You can just go to hacktoskill.com. You'll find the Industry X Hackathon, and please go through that. Look at the prize section. You get to know in details what are the prizes for the first runner up, second runner up, and of course the winners. So yeah, thanks for allowing me to take that up in between. But I have a quick question on the challenges as well. What are the challenges involved in designing, electrical harness for electrical, aircraft? Nathan, if I believe you're the right one person to address that.
This is one of my first my first area where I worked. So here I can for sure give some some hints to you guys. Yeah. So especially the challenges in electrical harness design, I would say, like electrical harness design itself is a network. Okay. Here are small changes. Okay. And okay, first, before that, I need to tell you like a small configuration change in an aircraft. Okay. So would lead to whatever the changes, for example, cabin, or for example, in equipment, all these are connected by electrical harness. Okay. And first and foremost, the impact will be on the harness, like okay, a small change in the area of connection, change in the area of change in the voltage, or whatever it is. So this leads to a complete chain change. Okay. So where it starts from configuration, and next the functional has to design, like how much voltage and what are all the connections, what is the bonding, grounding, these are to be defined. And the next thing is 3D mockup design, where the 3D design and also the what do you say, drafting will take place. And finally the manufacturing and the production. So here manufacturing the same harness and installation of these harness is a continuous process, if I explain this in higher words. And linking these is the biggest challenge. Okay. So as I said, a small change in the configuration should be traceability should be there until end result of this electrical harness design. Yeah, I mean end result in the manufacturing, what are all the impacts it has. So this linking itself is one of the biggest challenge in electrical harness design. Yeah. So the second one, I would say, like electrical harness design is, as I said, a simple change will impact the electrical harness design, and it is one of the topic which comes to end and leads to many changes, due to this small change in the connections and all. And this increases the customization of the harness. And here, the biggest challenge for aerospace industry or automobile industry is reducing this customization. How we can increase the standardization of these harnesses to make sure, like, okay, I can just with the end connection, I can use 3-4 config. I can use it for 3-4 configuration. This kind of standardization is very important, are very much needed in the electrical harness design. This is my second challenge, I would say. Yeah. And the third challenge is for sure the quality. Here the quality is the one of the expensive expensive area in the aerospace design especially, and even in the electrical harness design. A small error in the any proper functional design will affect the entire electrical design, including the production of harness. If there is a small mismatch in the length, the whole harness to be reproduced after editing the design, after editing the drafting and everything, then the whole harness to be reproduced. This is very expensive, and that's why the quality itself is a very much important in the electrical harness design. And here is the third challenge. Yeah. And the last challenge, one challenge is, in my view, is weight optimization. So here the innovations are ongoing, like to reduce the weight of the harness, because aerospace harness is such an important area where the harness for every harness, it should ensure all the safety and Airbus, I mean to say aircraft, requirements. Yeah. So that is very important, and it should meet all these things. And at the end, the weight impact should be really low. Yeah. So then the last one and most important one, so which is also related to the customization, is increase of reusability. So the design, producing the again and again the new design as per the new customization, has to be reduced to save the cost. So this is reusability. That's what we say. So the reusability is very important in the aircraft harness design. Yeah, these are the 5 challenges, I would say. That's what coming to my mind. Yeah, back to you, Shakti.
Thanks, Nitin, for addressing those quickly, and always a pleasure hearing back from you. I've got a quick question from Ashish as well. Ashish, if you can help me understand, what is the importance of tech pub or after sales in the current engineering industry?
Well, this is one of the interesting questions which I usually answer for my teams as well. And just to help you guys out, TechPub is short form for technical publication. Okay, and after sales is definitely connected once you are already, let's say, you have already sold the vehicle, sold the aircraft, and then after that you need to maintain it. So when we talk about technical publication or after sales areas, the first thing which comes to our mind is, okay, this is spare data management, this is manual creation, these are document creation, fine, that is there. But what is the importance of TechPub is something else. Imagine being an individual or being a department who is able to find a solution for a client which, let's say, is operating in India or maybe in any part of the world, and manufacturer is sitting in France. And you being anywhere in the world, you are translating the problem into the solution with the help of analysis of manufacturing processes, with the help of designing processes, and then with the help of writing a, a, a right standard procedure, that how to maintain, how to repair a component. So that's the power of technical publication. Yes, we do create procedures, we do create let's say different manuals, different documents to maintain aircraft, to maintain cars, heavy vehicles, everything. But the skill what we need, and we teach that skill as well to the team, we coach them continuously. In fact, we have some programs also where we send our guys or our teams near to the manufacturing. They go there, they look at the live manufacturing process, assembly processes, and then they learn that how can we maintain, replace, or or overall the component or the certain area of the vehicle. So that is where the technical publication comes into the picture. Also, imagine, I will take an example of aviation industry. Let's talk about Airbus is a European company where definitely English is not a first speaking language, and the aircraft is being sold to, let's say, to India where we speak English. Imagine it is being sold to China, imagine it is being sold to Japan. Over there people are not speaking the same language, so a sentence which a person is trying to convey from France can have different meaning in Mandarin, it can have different meaning in Hindi. Now, we as a technical publication team ensure that the meaning of what a person A is trying to convey and it is reaching to person C, because B is the mediator, is the same. Why it is important to convey the same message and to ensure that the right message is going is because aircraft is not on the road, it is flying in the air, and you can, if something happens, you cannot just park it on the road. So imagine how much safety, how much human lives are depending on all of these instructions, standards, and as well as overall and repair procedures. So that's where I would like to say the importance of technical publication and after sales. Definitely we can spend entire day understanding different areas of this work, because to be very honest, one of the interesting and analytical area in the industry right now. Thanks,
So
Shakti.
just
Over
to
to
add
you.
to that, Ashish, so I would say that the guy who works on technical publications, so he should know entire process of aircraft
Agree.
to give the
Yeah.
proper solution or write a proper solution. Yeah, that's the really knowledgeable area where the technical knowledge is of really of high value. Actually, I would say. You're on mute,
On mute,
Shakti.
Shakti.
I'm turning that off so that you don't, get bothered in between. But thank you so much, Ashish, for adding that up, and also Nitin for your insights there. Uh, so my other question is, how can we overcome the challenges associated with integrating, model-based system engineering into existing engineering processes? Nitin, if you can help us with that.
I would just tell you before what is the model-based system engineering, a small introduction. Okay, so where this model-based engineering is a system where the end-to-end traceability and the connections should be means it should be continuous. That's what the model-based engineering system speaks about. Yeah. So, for example, due to the immediate requirement in my area, for example, I'm doing a structure design. I take a tool and I just use it. as agreed by the client, whatever. So I use it, and I have to produce the drawings. I'm producing the drawings and giving it to the customer, and customer is happy. I have a drawing and everything is done. So, but what happens? So when you come to the overall high level of architecture of this the industry itself, so where it is very much important at this in the current days, like the traceability and the continuity has to be maintained. So this is where the model-based system engineering helps. So this technology or implementing this itself is a very what I say big investment itself when it comes to an aircraft industry. So here the challenge itself are like, okay, a big organizational change, that is which is the first one, I would say. And this next one is like training and skill development accordingly has to be done, where linking of these tools and the processes are really important, and here it needs a big skill in the background. And the third one is the one which I said at the first, like a tool integration. Every tool has to make sure they are integrating its pre and the post tool, where the continuation has to be maintained. This is the third challenge, I would say. And the fourth one is the data management. Here the data management is something which is very much important, and here it comes with a huge data, and this is where the four challenges are with respect to MBSE. So when I say, it's model-based system engineering. And if I say, like, okay, integrating these all things are adapting to the big change itself is a big challenge based when this MBST needs to be implemented. And the long-term solutions are really really beneficial here for sure, because this will avoid the people working in silos. Okay, I'm working here, and whatever I do and wash my hands. It's not the case. So what the impact it has created with whatever it's in terms of connections, electrical connections, weight, or any model changes which is impacting its neighboring model, or the area where it is placed. Everything should be very much linked. This is what the model-based engineering is really bringing in place, actually. And this is very, very much important and needed in the aerospace industry. And for sure, it's a big challenge. Yeah? So because this is the big change. What happens if we are really bringing this inside? Yeah? And I hope I am clear with the challenges, Shakti.
Yes, absolutely. You helped us a lot to gain a lot of insights there for that particular question. But thank you so much, Nathan. So yeah, so a couple of more questions. We'll just quickly wrap this up. Ashish, there's one question that I would love to ask you is, how can we reduce the time required to obtain engineering clearances for in-service repairs?
Thanks, Shakti. Actually, I partially answered this in my previous questions. Just let me give a light on this subject, that when we talk about in service, let's talk about an aircraft. How do we do the services? We have to bring that aircraft to a let's say on ground, to a shop, and then we start doing the maintenance. One saying is there in aviation field is the time aircraft is on the ground, client is losing money. So that is always a no-go, and we always need aircraft fly in the air. Now, traditional ways how we were doing the maintenance till now is definitely by this, that bringing the aircraft to the let's say to the ground, put it into a shop or in a hangar, and then analyze the problem, and then then you do the solution or the maintenance. Now, what we are enabling, how we are enabling our clients as well as our let's say end technicians, is we are providing them AR/VR technologies. We are providing them a data analysis based on 1,000 hours of flying of the aircraft. For example, we are trying to utilize better that from a design perspective. Whenever an aircraft is designed or any car is designed, any machine is designed, there is a blueprint, there is a 3D data. Now, if you have all these three, you don't have to wait to analyze the problem. You can, with the legacy data, you already know what is the problem. You can quickly call the vehicle, the aircraft onto the ground. You can then schedule a quick maintenance. So these are some of the key takeaways, and on which we are still working on, and we are developing day to day. we are progressing day to day, by which we are definitely going to reduce a significant amount in terms of in service, let's say, operations. Second thing, it's not only reducing the time, it's also, let's say, you have to understand that if any maintenance has to happen or any check has to happen, we have to call that vehicle, we have to schedule a kind of a halt for an aircraft. And it sometimes is a very hectic task, because even clients like airlines don't want their aircraft to be on the ground. So by introducing technologies like AR/VR, bringing the data power of AI, bringing the utilization of 3D, you don't have to do all of these things. What you can do is, you already have a problem, data or organized data, bring the vehicle, start maintenance, and quickly again it is on the road or it is in the air. So that's how I would answer this, Shakti. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Nathan. That was really detailed, and we got a lot of insights from you. One last question, and one last question that I would like to, Nathan to address is, this is related to a hackathon. Will the finalists get any kind of mentorship from Accenture?
So my clear answer is yes, of course. So
It's
it
nice
has
to
to
see.
be, and
Yeah.
there is a system in place to make sure mentorship is properly given to our the registered solutions. Yeah, that is existing. Yes, it is there, Shakti.
Great. Thank you so much for addressing that. A few more questions I have to address this all together. Question number one is, hackathon will not take place next year. That's the update. So 2026 will be so your current
I guess
I
there is some
think some
technical
network
issue.
issue, Nitin. I
There
thought
is
it
some
was mine. He's breaking
no
up
no
right now. Yeah.
Shakti's internet issue, I guess. Yeah.
Let's
Shakti,
wait for a couple of
from last
minutes.
1 minute, whatever you mentioned, we didn't hear.
Huh. I think he's back.
It's gone. Yeah. We will wait for some minutes for Shakti.
Yeah.
I guess there is some issue, maybe. Yeah. Uh, Ashish, I guess. Should we wait
The,
further?
yeah, we will wait for a couple of more minutes. Shakti is coming back. I think some network issue with him. I think we all have seen this during our work from home situations. Please bear with us.
Hi Nitin, hi Ashish. I hope you can hear me now. I got some internet issues, hence I got dropped off.
We
Uh,
can hear you.
Shakti?
right. Okay.
Yes, we hear you, Shakti.
Right. I hope you can see me as well.
Yeah.
So I was just talking about on the closure piece of it, on the registrations as well as on the idea submissions deadline. So we are closing up it on 22nd of September. So make sure people who are watching us for the first time, or people who are who have been participating in this hackathon for a while now, and you're already registered, please make sure you do submissions before 22nd, and make your innovative solutions count in those sense. But yes, we're not extending the timelines in terms of idea submissions that is due on this weekend. But apart from all of that, thank you so much, Nitin, and thank you so much, Ashish, for joining us over this, Ask Me Anything session, and for sharing your insightful thoughts and every other information and addressing all of those queries that participants had. And thank you so much, everybody watching us on this stream itself. And we'll see you, and we'll would love to see your innovative ideas coming down to our table, and take you guys forward from there onwards. Well, thank you so much, Ashish. Thank you so much, Nathan, for
Thanks,
joining us
Shakti.
today.
We are
Always
Lovely.
readily
pleasure. Thank you.
available to assist everyone. And
Yeah.
so we are expecting huge registration. Thanks a lot, Shakti, for organizing all. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.